If you would care to tell us your name and a little bit about yourself.
I'm Howard Floss. I'm a retired school teacher from McCreary County, and I farmed and ranched and had horses most of my adult life.
What brought you to Pulaski County?
My former wife decided to move up here, and I moved with her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we hope you like it here and everything.
I do. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about yourself as a voter. Are you a regular voter in elections?
I have never missed, to my recollection, a chance to vote. I firmly believe in voting. Yeah.
Have you been consistently with one party, or have you switched around?
I have been pretty much consistent with one party. I did change on one occasion, and afterwards could have kicked myself. So.
Oh, okay, okay. Do you care to tell us which party you're with?
I don't care. I'm a Republican.
Okay.
Yes.
And as a voter, what issues are most important to you?
Certainly abortion. That is a very important issue. Gambling is an important issue. And drug abuse, as you well know, is a very, very important issue. It's affecting our whole society.
And how are the leaders in the Republican Party? How do you think that they are doing on those issues? Are you pretty well pleased with their policies?
I am very pleased with the president. I think he's doing a tremendous job. Matt Bevin is doing a good job. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. You mentioned President Trump. Were you always a Trump guy, looking back at last year's election, or did you initially support another candidate and then maybe switch to him when it was clear he'd be the nominee?
Best I remember, I was with him from day one.
What was it about him that you really liked?
His history of success.
Okay.
His history of success. Success breeds success. Yeah.
And what do you think are some of his successes so far since he's been in office?
Well, it's pretty obvious. The economy has turned around. Mm-hmm. You know, we were in terrible straits with the economy. And since he's been in office, we have slowly gone uphill. Mm-hmm. We've improved the stock market. I think the cattle industry looks better. Okay. And I really like his philosophy on the North American Free Trade Act. Yeah.
Okay. So have you been directly affected by any of his trade policies, or were you involved in anything overseas or anything?
No, minimally. No.
Well, how about Congress? How are they doing since he's taken office and they have control of the?
You know, unfortunately, there's been too much quarreling and bickering and fighting over things that should not be. My philosophy is we've got a president, let's support what he decides to do. Mm-hmm. And they've not supported him. They've had this animosity, it seems like, between the Democrats and the Republicans. And as a taxpayer, as a voting citizen, as an adult, let's get through with that small stuff and let's get on to helping people.
As we look toward the midterms, what do you think is going to happen in Congress? Do you think there will be a switch? Do you think that it'll stay the same?
You know, if I could determine that, I'd be a rich man. So, you know, who knows? I hope that we go more with Republicans, that we can support the president and what we're trying to do. But time will tell. Time will tell.
Do you have Are you keeping up with the House race here for Kentucky? Do you have a candidate you're with?
I'm going to be honest with you, I have not.
Okay.
I have not, yeah.
Well, is there anything else that you would like to say that you think that we haven't touched on or anything like that?
You know, unfortunately, with the recent school shooting in, I think it was Florida, I listened to a news report the other night. I can't remember her name, the blonde-headed reporter. Gosh, my memory, forgive me. She made a tremendous statement. Let's put retired military personnel at the schools and protect the kids. You know, they do that in Israel. We protect our students. That's our most valuable resources, our students. And bickering over gun rights and all that nonsense. We've got guns. What we need to do is protect our kids. And I think her philosophy is putting people there and letting no one in without going through a thorough search. I think that's the answer, in my opinion. Yeah.
Are you a gun owner or a member of the NRA or anything?
I am a gun owner. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. I love to hunt, and I keep one for protection as well. Yeah.
I know you were a teacher. Were you in the military? Did you have
Yes.
any?
Yeah.
What? Tell me a little bit about your military.
I was in the Air Force.
Air Force.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, Mr. Floss, I really appreciate you talking with us today, and hope to talk again with you soon. And
You're certainly welcome, and look forward to another visit. You're certainly welcome.
thank you.
Yes, ma'am.